Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Leo. Leo was very cute, with big blue eyes and a happy smile. He lived in a small, beautiful house in the Swiss Alps. Around his house there were big green mountains and blue sky. Leo lived with his father and mother. His father was a strong, handsome man, and his mother was a beautiful woman. They were very happy together. Every morning the sun was bright and the world was colorful. Every morning Leo was busy. He was a hard worker. He helped his father with the animals. Leo milked the cows and the sheep. The milk was fresh and warm. Leo loved the animals. He talked to the cows, and they liked him. Even though he was a little boy, he was very responsible. The grass was green, and the flowers were bright red and yellow. The mountain air was clean. It was a simple but very colorful life in the village. In the afternoon, Leo played with his friends. They ran in the fields and climbed small rocks. Leo was very fast. His friends were happy children. They laughed and played traditional games. Sometimes they sat under a big tree and looked at the valley below. But Leo was different. He always looked at the sky and wondered about the world. He wanted to learn more. Even when playing, he was thinking about how things work. At night, the mountains were quiet. Leo's mother, a beautiful woman, gave him a small lamp. Leo sat in his bed and opened his books. He loved to read. While other children were sleeping, Leo was learning. He read about science and history. His father, the handsome man, saw Leo's passion. "You are very smart, my son," his father said. Leo smiled. He knew that books were his window to a bigger, more colorful world outside the village. One day, Leo went to the town school. There, he saw a computer for the first time. It was amazing. He touched the keyboard and saw the screen. "This is magic," he thought. He started to study computer science every day. He borrowed books about coding and technology. He spent many hours learning. He didn't have a computer at home, so he drew keyboards on paper to practice. He was very dedicated to his new dream. Years passed. Leo was now a handsome young man. He was still very smart and worked very hard. He finished school with the best grades. He applied to one of the best universities in Switzerland. One sunny morning, a letter arrived. It was a scholarship. The university wanted Leo to study there for free. His mother and father were so proud. They cried with joy. Leo was going to the city to become a computer engineer. Leo moved to the city of Zurich. The city was very big and colorful. There were many cars, tall buildings, and bright lights. It was very different from the mountains. Leo felt a bit lonely, but he remembered his dream. He went to the library every day. He studied very hard. He learned how to build software and solve difficult problems. He was one of the best students in the university. Everyone liked him because he was kind. Leo spent his nights in the university library. It was a huge, beautiful place with thousands of books and many computers. Leo worked on his projects. He created apps and programs. Sometimes he stayed until morning. He remembered milking the cows in the mountains. Hard work is the same everywhere, he told himself. He was tired, but he was happy. He was becoming a real computer engineer. His knowledge was growing every single day. Finally, it was graduation day. Leo wore a black gown and a hat. He looked very handsome. His parents came from the mountains to see him. They were wearing their best clothes. When Leo walked on the stage to get his diploma, everyone clapped. He was now a computer engineer. He looked at his parents and smiled. They were the reason for his success. The sun was shining bright, and the flowers in the park were very colorful. Leo did not stop. He stayed at the university to do more research. He wanted to help people with technology. He worked on big projects about artificial intelligence. He wrote many important papers. Other professors started to notice him. They said, "Leo is a genius from the Alps." He was invited to talk at big conferences. He traveled to many cities, but he always kept his simple heart. He was still the boy who loved nature. A few years later, the university offered Leo a job. They wanted him to be a professor. Leo was so happy. Now he could teach other students. On his first day as a professor, he walked into the classroom. He looked at the young students. They had dreams just like him. He started to teach them about computers and logic. He was a great teacher because he explained everything simply. He became very famous in the university. Today, Leo is a successful professor. Sometimes he goes back to his small village in the mountains. He visits his handsome father and beautiful mother. He helps the village children. He bought computers for the village school. He tells the children, if you work hard and read books, you can do anything. From a small boy milking cows to a famous professor, Leo's life is a beautiful, colorful story of success. The mountains are still there, and Leo is still dreaming.